It's compelling, it's cutthroat, it's chaotic, it's clever, it's controversy and chaos, baby.
I know you remember paparazzi.
Duh.
Do you remember that one night we went in there and that guy fucking blew on me?
Yes.
He was like, fuck? Like, that is the shit that it just be like, are you?
Why me? Why me? Like,
And then if I hit you, yeah. Now if I put my hands on you, I wild it.
But it's
Walked
like, why
up
would
to
you
me
come
and
up
said,
and blow somebody?
blew in my ear. I was so disgusted, appalled, and irritated all in one. I was just like, yeah, get me the fuck up out of here. Get me out of Baltimore right now.
Yeah. That was the night. Was that for the rave or was that a different time? That night was not the rave. That night was when
that was
the
like
alphas had something.
No, yeah, it was a party because it wasn't like packed that night. I remember that night. It wasn't super packed in there because you know paparazzi was huge. Like you could fit mad people in. It wasn't completely full, so it wasn't like a thing. I think it was just like a school thing.
You just went there. Yeah. Okay.
Like it wasn't like everybody knows about this kind of night.
It wasn't like a regular like anybody in Baltimore County or Baltimore City.
Yeah, it wasn't like we was in paparazzi.
Yeah.
Doing it up.
Yeah.
I would never
together we've been there twice.
Yeah, I would never forget that shit. I was just like, why would you fucking do that to me?
It's disgusting.
And that'd be one of the things and just be like, now I just want to punch you in the face because why would you do that?
I would love to know who that was. I don't think we even knew who he was.
He did it. I think he was just some random Baltimore. He was. I don't think he was like a person. I think he was just a random Baltimore.
Leave it to Baltimore niggas. I can be honest and say that Baltimore men are definitely an acquired taste. I talked to one. Well, technically, he was from Baltimore, but he was from the county. I never talked to a Baltimore City boy before. I've never encountered. Yeah. No. They are a different breed of human. The women too.
Definitely.
I think that Baltimore girls, they is cutthroat. I'll say that.
No games will be played.
No games will be played. And even on a friendship level, I feel like how they have their groups of friends is not like, I don't know. And I'm referring to like the Baltimore City girls. Like there are some girls from Baltimore County that like, college, did this, did that. Their experience is more similar to ours. But the ones that didn't, I don't feel like they this is going to be a hot take, but I don't feel like they value female friendship the way that we do because there's no loyalty. I done seen Baltimore City girls be messing with each other baby daddies. I love hearing their story times on TikTok, but it'd be too close to home. I'm like, you such and such cousin. I seen you before.
I only had in school like one like real Baltimore City girl friend. Like,
was she from the city?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, she was from the city.
Like,
she was from the city, but she was so cool.
Me and Tia was
yeah,
like everywhere. And we both was the same major. It was like, finally, another cute black girl that has the same major as me. Because at a PWI, it's few far and in between. I was always like, I would show up like this. Like,
very cutesy, very demure.
Cutesy. Yeah. And she would show up very cutesy. Like, oh, bitch, we're friends. I don't care what you say. We are fucking friends. To the point where we were scheduling our night classes together. It was just like, yeah, we need to be in the same fucking night class together. We took one class. It was like our intro class. I think it was I transferred. So it was junior year. And I want to say she transferred in as well. Because I don't think she didn't start as a freshman at Towson. So we both had transferred in. So we were taking like the major classes. And I remember we had Dr. Park. This Asian guy was teaching us. What class did he teach? Did he teach intermediate accounting? He taught some hard ass accounting class.
Oh my God.
And we was just like, bitch, what the fuck is going on?
Listen, don't bring that number shit around me.
So it was me, Tia, and this other guy, Christian. That classmate, Christian, he wanted to be a finance major. He said, yeah, I'm done with this shit. He quit. We've never seen him in class. I would randomly the hallway. I'm like, yo, what happened? He was like, yeah, I had to get out of there.
But like, where you been?
So first we was the trio in the class. Then when he left, he and her just
your hoes was on your own.
We was on our own. We were in there cracking fucking jokes, doing all kinds of shit to the point that when we didn't have classes together, it was like, all right, we're going to take the same teacher. If I got class in the daytime, baby, I'm going to give you these notes. I'm going to let you know. I'm going to let you know how the tests go down. But them night classes, save me a secret. You know what we
I love me a night class.
We was in them night classes cutting the fuck up. Like, I loved her. Like, shout out to you.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was my one Baltimore City girlfriend.
Yeah, I don't got none of those.
It was kind of a rarity. Definitely an acquired taste. The county girls that I knew.
Yeah. Anyway, move along.
I take a city girl any fucking day. I take her.
Because you know what you're going to get.
I know what I'm fucking get. That's one thing. Real ass bitch give a fuck about a nigga. You know what you gonna get. And I'm here for it. That I rather just like put your shit out in Front Street. I don't want to have to guess and pretend and be like, damn, I can't believe she did that. No, like just.
And I don't want to be surprised when you do some flaw shit either.
Exactly.
Like when you do some flaw shit, I want to be like, yeah, it wasn't her. I already knew.
Yeah, like I just want the shit to be presented right out in front of my face. All the extra shit on the back end, I don't got time for that. Anyway, welcome to episode 59 of Controversy and Chaos.
59, 55. Anything with a 9 is fine.
So what do people say for like 25? I thought 5. I be seeing people try to slide it in at 5, and I'm like,
yeah, I don't.
But then when I see it in my mind, I don't know if this is in my mind, I assume I'm like, damn, they 29. I didn't even think.
Yeah, when I see 25, I think you're 29 or 35, whatever. The 9 is the fine. That's it. 25. They be trying to slide it in there, but it don't give. That's just your quarter century. You know what I mean? Like, keep it cute.
I just like, now, bitch, I'm like, damn, you don't look 25. And then I'd be like, oh, they are. Because I just assume.
Girl,
no, I just be assuming it's a different thing.
Speaking of not looking your age, I saw a video of this girl, and it was her 21st birthday. And when I tell you she looked our age or older, I was just like, there's no way she's 21. And she didn't even have on like beat face, nothing like that. I was just like, 21? 21, 2-1. Huh.
You know, say what you want about millennials. We've been through some shit, but we are aging well.
Yeah. And I feel like most millennials,
they don't know what's in the water.
I don't know.
And it's just like, even down to like the children. These some big ass kids. What are y'all eating?
I don't know. But I feel like us millennials, we either look our age or we look younger. There's not too many millennials that look older. Yeah. I mean, not from what I be seeing. Now, there are some people under us that look older, but
you think it's because they look younger and younger now?
I don't even know. Maybe it's the filler. Maybe it's just how they present. I think we talked about it before. Like when we were in our 20s, we did things that people did in their 20s or in their teen years. I feel like these 20-year-olds live the same lifestyles as us. Maybe that's what it is. Like us going to spring break, we were going to like Miami. Some people were doing like Panama City Beach, you know. But my god sister, when her friends go on spring break, they're going to Jamaica. They're going to Aruba. They're going to
going to Puerto Rico. And I'm like, damn, I'm here. Like, but I was like, yeah, we getting that kind of money.
Yeah.
Keep it local. Keep it fucking
local. We was keeping it local. So it's like, I love that for them, especially the girlies. But I also feel like, enjoy your 20s. Be young, wild, and free. Don't be trying to be so like mature. Be immature, babes. Enjoy the immaturity. You know what I mean?
This is the only time you really get to do it where it's acceptable.
Yeah.
Because the older you get, it's like, now come on now.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah,
actually, speaking of the older you get, this actually would be a good segue into my random question of the day.
Okay, give it to me. I'm ready.
Okay, random question of the day. If you sat down and had a conversation with your younger self, your teenage self, let's say your 16-year-old self.
Okay.
What's one thing she would be surprised about, and what's one thing she wouldn't be surprised about? I can go first. Mine's super easy.
Surprised about like now?
Yeah, like your life now, like how the person you are now. What's one thing that would surprise her, and what's one thing that would be like, oh yeah, that's on brand?
I feel like one thing that would surprise her is I truly don't give a fuck. Like I really, really, really don't. I feel like I've tamed the perfectionist in me, whereas now it's just like, okay, No, don't get me wrong. I will never be that person that's just like, okay, whatever. Like I
Yeah.
can't live like that. I need to have some kind of
Yeah.
organization, some kind of structure, but I'm learning to just kind of like, okay, it's not perfect. All right, well, I can't do anything about it. Like really kind of just being okay with the shit that I can control that. And the shit that I can't control, you gonna have to just let that shit go. You can't worry about it. You can't be stressed about it. It just, for what?
Yeah.
So I think that that's
It
one
is what it
thing that
is.
16-year-old me would be like surprised at. It's like, I always said I wanted to get to this point and to now finally actually be here. It's like, oh, bitch.
Let me breathe. Let me take my bra off and be a little free.
Yes, like it's like this moment in life right now is like no bra, no wig, just free. It's like, whew, thank you, Jesus.
Yeah.
Like imagine taking your bra and wig off in the summertime. Fresh air. Release.
Whew.
That kind of energy.
One.
And then one thing, okay, so one thing that'd be surprising, and one thing what?
That she would be like, oh, that's on brand. That makes sense.
That I did everything I said I wanted to do. Everything I put in the universe, I said I wanted to do, I did it. Now, granted, at 32 or 31, whatever, yes, I would have done things in a different order, but I still managed to get them all done. And it was kind of just like, that's on brand. Always been that way. It didn't change. It was just like certain things about myself have changed and certain things have not. Bitch, I'm gonna get my shit done. I don't care what I gotta do. If I say I'm gonna get done, it's gonna get done.
Yeah. Mine are kind of similar, but a little different. I think 16-year-old me would be very like, yeah, that's on brand. Like we right on track. But the fact that I'm married with a kid, because in my mind, I just knew I was going to be a wife and a mother. That like I used to want to have a million kids. So that would be something that's like surprising, but that's not going to be my thing. So yeah, that aspect of my personal life would be like, yeah, she's doing what she said she wants to do. Yeah. And I had the wedding of my dreams. 16-year-old me at my wedding would have been like, oh my God, this is what I've been wanting my whole life. Yeah.
But it wouldn't have been black and white,
but
though.
No, the colors wouldn't have been black and white. That's a very mature Sierra thing. For sure. 16-year-old me would have had some outlandish colors and Tiffany blue or something like that.
Tiffany blue and fucking brown.
Yes. Oh my God, I love that.
Remember who sat and wrote that shit down out on fucking paper? See, this is how we know we are the queens of manifestation. Okay? Let the scene. Our little ass apartment. I want to know how many square feet that fucking apartment was.
Like 800.
Our little ass apartment. We are literally like the apartment's so damn small. Her room, my room, kitchen, bathroom, literally all in the same room. Real tight.
There was no kitchen. It was a hallway that they put a kitchen in the hallway.
Bitch, that shit was like a kitchenette. A mess. Oh my God. We literally sat there and wrote this shit down. I vividly remember that.
Yeah. We were in your room sitting up against the mirror.
Yes, against that, like, we lived in an old ass apartment. The whole closet door was just mirror. That's some
sliding door.
The sliding door that used to get stuck. Yes. Be about to break the closet
every day. Call maintenance, and they're going to take a week to come just to fix the closet.
It's broken again.
It's broke again.
Yeah, it's like sitting there, leaning up against that fucking closet, writing all this shit down in a little spiral notebook that I'm pretty sure you probably have in a box somewhere.
Probably
at your parents' house, somewhere in a little box. It's written.
Yeah, I do remember that. Tiffany blue and brown. But you know what's so crazy? I still love like a, not blue, but like a sage green and brown combo. I love that. Tiffany blue is too bright for brown. But the younger me would have been like, no, that's going to eat. Trust your instincts. Trust your instincts.
It ate. At the time, it ate. People literally used to have bold wedding colors. Like burgundy and gold. Like bold colors. Whereas now it's like, no, it's muted and it's black and it's white. It's all black. It's all white. It's just like neutral girl central. But back in the day, honey, colors everywhere.
Yeah. So yeah, I definitely thought it was going to be Tiffany blue and brown. Maybe my next wedding will do that.
Yeah.
Well, let me stop saying my next wedding. Let's say my vow renewal. My renewal, yes.
Renewal.
So I had the wedding of my dreams, married, child, blah, blah, blah. Teenage me would be like, yes, ma'am, on par. The thing she would be the most surprised about is where I ended up living. Because let me tell you,
Yeah.
when I was 16 or a teenager, even in my 20s, I said you couldn't pay me to move back to my home city, my home county, nothing of the nature. I just, no. But now that I'm here, I'm like, you had to grow up and live other places to see this is the place to be. You know
Bring
what I
your
mean?
ass home.
So yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. And I was thinking about that because we're always talking about like, well, what do we want to do with this? Or what? I don't know. We have random conversations all the time. And then I just be thinking to myself, like, what would 16-year-old me like love the most or be, whatever. So yeah, random question.
Love that.
Yeah.
Speaking of things that we love the fucking most, okay? Dunkin' Donuts Dunka Latte is so good. Whatever this coffee milk situation that they have going on, it's so delicious. It has me in a literal chokehold. The Dunka Latte, and I get 3 pumps of caramel swirl in there. Comes with the coffee milk, the espresso, everything. Perfect. So good. It just is smooth, delicious. That and the caramel craze latte, it does something for me. Now the caramel craze one, you don't like super sweet coffee. That one might be. I think I bought it for you before. It's very sweet.
I like it.
But
I actually liked it.
So good. It's just like the perfect combination.
So
and a little cinnamon sprinkles on top. It reminds me of kind of like a caramelly cinnamon toast crunch.
Yes, it does.
So good. It's so good. So Dunkin' Donuts, y'all did y'all big one. And I would prefer y'all make the coffee milk. I need that in stores. I need it in stores. Please and thank you, Dunkin'.
Yeah, that was good. That one is good. I got just a small caramel hot coffee, but I like with 1 cream and 3 sugar. Yeah.
I don't get sugar when I go. I was like, no sugar. Because if I put the caramel in there, it's already sweetened. So I don't put the sugar in there.
It's not sweet enough.
Really?
It don't be sweet enough.
I think over time, like I used to be like a 6 pumps of caramel, like, and if I go in store, I push it all the way down, full pump. Don't be half pumping me, full pump.
But that's the thing; they be half pumping. Like, there's been times where there's a few Dunkins where I live. There's actually a lot of Dunkins where I live. There's more Dunkins than there are McDonald's and anything else, for sure. And some of them, I hate going there because it's like, why does my coffee just taste like
bland,
nothing?
Like water,
hot water with creamer in it. Like, no, so that's why I specify small caramel hot coffee, 1 cream, 3 sugar. And I look at the thing and it says 2 pumps of caramel. I'll be like, okay, cool. So maybe because I get 2 pumps of caramel and then the sugar, it kind of all balances
out.
So, yeah.
I just don't like I'll get hot coffee at Dunkin', but I like their iced coffee the best.
I do too, but like, I don't know why I really only drink I only drink iced coffee in the morning in the summertime. Now, if it's just a random point of the day, then I can just drink iced coffee, whatever. But in the morning, if it's a little chilly outside, I be want something hot. I don't know why.
Oh yeah, with me, it could be a blizzard outside. Let me get iced coffee, please. Thank you. I love it. It's just so good. And then like I come back in the house, it's like it's warm in the house. It's all right. Well, I'm sitting in the car and I got the heat on in the car. Cold drink. Yeah. Shout out to Dunkin'. We love her.
Shout out.
Okay, so today I wanted to talk about bullying.
Okay.
Now, there have been a string of videos, and I feel like they've been happening sometimes like few far in between, but I feel like a lot more lately, they have been happening where parents are interjecting in their kids' situations. And I would say most notably, it has been, I don't know if you saw like the video, maybe a couple weeks ago, of LeBron basically addressing Stephen A. Smith like at the game. Like, you be talking big cash shit about my kid, and I got a problem with that. And so, some people are like, oh, LeBron is soft, like, just making it a really big thing. But I'm like, okay, outside of that, take away the fact that he is LeBron James.
Right.
Take that away. He is a parent standing up for his child who literally is innocent in all of this. Ronnie don't talk. I barely know what that voice sounds like.
At all.
Doesn't
don't
talk.
Know nothing.
Yes, he's in the league. Yes, he's on the Lakers, but he's also in the G League as well. And he got to go play. to improve. Granted, everybody is not going to be LeBron James. Lightning does not strike twice, even in the same family. It's just I don't think it's going to do it. And
he can have his own name in
yes,
his own
he can have
time.
his own name, detach it from his father. But it's like anytime you hear somebody mention Bronny, is they just like dump on him all the time. And a lot of that is on the back of his dad. It's like, oh, I don't like his dad, so I don't like him.
All of it.
Without like separating the two. They're two individual people. The LeBron hate, I just will never genuinely, I just never will understand. And I think it's to the point, like, he been in his career, what, 20 plus years? I'm tired of this shit. And now it's like, it's one thing you could talk shit about me. I can handle it. Y'all been talking shit about me for decades.
Literally. Before he was even in the league.
Yeah, it's like, y'all been talking shit about me for decades. Y'all shit on me. I'm the face of this league, of this entire organization. And y'all shit on me more than anybody else. But y'all need me. Make that make sense. But like, now you're doing it to my child. Yeah, I'm a parent. I got a fucking problem with that. And if I see the person who is causing said problem, who is the loudest voice, I'm not going to say nothing to you.
Please.
No. So it's like, outside of like LeBron and Bronny, a lot of time, like a lot of the videos that I've been seeing are parents pulling up. Either I'm addressing the parent and the other child, but all of this shit happening with my kid, no, we're not going for that. Yeah, so I wanted to get like your opinion on it, because I feel like we grew up in a very different time. We grew up in a time like, if somebody was fucking with you, me, your big sister, whoever is pulling up to the bus stop, like what was said, go get your sister, because now I'm gonna whoop your sister's ass.
For sure.
Like, we coming to fight. We're not coming for, like, we're not trying to kumbaya, piece it out. We coming to fucking fight. Because you're not about to fuck with my kid.
Yeah.
How
many times growing up, my brothers have gone and said, I'm gonna go get my sister. And it's like, yo, the age gap is crazy. I'm in high school. I can't fight a middle schooler. But if she got a sister, I'll do it.
Listen.
I'll do it.
Whooping ass.
But so I think in general, though, I don't care. I'm stepping behind mine every single time. I don't care who it's against. I don't care. Mamas, daddies, grannies, aunties, uncles, principals. I don't care.
Yeah. It's like,
I don't care. Like there's no limit to where I'm going with my child. However, I will say as an adult, I will insert myself, but I won't automatically go to let's throw bows. You know what I mean? Now, if Celine, let's say she's in elementary school and she gets into a little scuffle at recess, right? I'm asking details. Okay, did the person hit you first? Did you hit them back? Okay, now what's happening? If my child is getting in trouble for protecting herself or defending herself, you're not going to be in trouble at home. Go do your little in-school suspension, and that's going to be it. But I'm never going to discipline my child for defending themselves. Now, if she just walk up to somebody and is being a bully, that's a different conversation. But I don't know. I think a lot of times there are some parents that are too hands off. Like, you need to know what's going on with your kids, whether that's in school, whether that's when they're online playing their little Roblox, whatever. No, I need to know what's going on. I'm all up in your business, and not in an intrusive way, but like in okay, so tell me about your day. But I'm asking specific questions. I'm not about to ask my kid, okay, how was school? Good. And then you walk away. No. I want to know what you ate for lunch. I want to know if you used your lunch money that's on the account or if you packed and ate from home. I want to know who you sat with. I want to know all the things. Talk to me like I'm your homegirl. You know what I'm saying? And if those red flags get to red flagging, and I need to have a directory of all the kids and their parents in a contact information, whether it's an email or a phone number. And I'll look you up on Facebook too. And I think for me as well, like being in the county that I grew up in and a lot of people that I grew up with still being here and having kids in the same like age group as my nieces and nephews or even my child, it's like, what's their last name? Is such and such their mama or auntie? Like I already done clocked your T. So that's one thing I like one thing I like about living in a very community-based place. Everybody knows somebody or adjacent to somebody. So Celine, go to school and have some issues. I guarantee you, I know your mama. I could find your mama or your auntie or somebody, your uncle, your daddy, somebody.
Yeah. I think for me, it's kind of like one of those things. I think there have been way too many cases of children harming themselves. And then it's like they were being bullied and all of these things. And, we reached out to the school and the school did nothing. Like when I was in school, like even fighting at the bus stop. when the bus takes you to your neighborhood, they were like, no, that's still considered school property. So we were getting, if you're fighting at the bus stop, we getting in trouble at school. It was
Take
like,
that to the park across the street.
Yes, it was like, okay, wait till the bus leave. We can fight over there, but we can't fight right here because we know that there's consequences to that. And it was a real thing. It was, and shit, people at my school, they was getting suspended left and right for fighting at the bus stop, getting and shaking first thing in the morning. Or I did a whole day at school. Now it's a brawl. So I think it's like the environment is different. Like schools are just like so hands off with everything. Parents are hands off with everything. And these children are fucking menaces.
Yeah.
These children are menacing. They're mean. And it's just like, what are you supposed to do as a parent? If your child is, or if your child is not saying anything about it, you don't know how long it's been going on. You got to kind of wait until you start to see signs of like, something ain't right here.
And it's like, by the time it gets to that point, who's to say what has already occurred? What
has already occurred, what has taken place. And then it's kind of just like, if you take it to the route of, okay, I'm going to pull up to the bus stop because I want to see their parent. For the most part, your kid can't, if your kid's under a certain age, they can't get off the bus without an adult being there. So it's like, I'm coming to the bus stop because I know you got to have somebody to get you off this bus. And now I need to have a word with them. I don't have time to be going back and forth to school like, hey, this is what my kid is saying. I don't have time for y'all to not do anything. Because if it's happening on the bus, that is technically school property. It's happening on the bus. There's a bus driver and an attendant on the bus. So somebody sees said shit going on and nobody's doing anything about it. Okay, so now, even if you go through the proper channels and it's like, okay, I reported to the school does nothing and it's continuing to happen. Okay, now I got to take shit into my own hands. And whoever your guardian is, whoever, I don't care if it's your sister, your mother, your aunt, I don't care. And now I need to pull you to the side. Because we need to figure out what's going on. And a lot of the videos, that's what parents are doing. And sometimes you have the other parent that's still at this point not checking their kid.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, so you know your kid is a bully. You know this
one thing I can't stand.
Y'all just allow it to happen. No. So in that case, either it's this gonna work out one or two ways. Beat their ass, or I'm gonna beat your ass, which I want to do. Sometimes we gotta bring back punching people in the face. Because people have gotten way too comfortable, like, oh, I could say what I want, I could do what I want, and it don't have no consequences. The person that's actually doing it. But to the person that's being bullied, we've seen it on the news time and time again, where 10-year-olds are unaliving themselves. And that is just so sad and devastating. And then when you hear more facts, it's like, oh yeah, the parent did reach out to the school. The school did nothing. The parent did this. They talked to the other parent. And it's just like, there's no consequences for anybody anymore.
Yeah.
I think the gentle parenting has gotten way too soft. Like, I feel like we gentle parent, but gentle parent with a side of don't get shit fucked up.
Like, I don't even like calling it gentle parenting. I feel like it's more, I am going to be the rational adult in the situation. I'm going to talk to you as if you're a child because you are the child, and I'm going to be patient with you. But by the time I have a 3-strike thing, actually it's two strikes. I'm going to say it nice the first time. I'm going to say it nice the second time. If I have to get to the third time, I'm in that ass. I don't care if my child's only about to be 3. She knows. You want to know how I know? Because even after I get in her ass, like literally I have to get this close to her face and talk to her like, do you understand? Yes, mommy. 5 seconds go by, she'll come back. Mommy, I'm sorry, mommy. I love you. That's how I know.
They understand.
You understand.
So
yeah, I'm not just going to come out the gate just yelling at you and woofing and doing all that stuff. No. I mean, kids are going to be kids. But if I have to get to the third time, now you're trying to play me like a damn fool. So I don't know if that's gentle parenting. I don't think so, because I don't think gentle parents ever get to the point of I'm digging in that ass. I feel like
gentle parents, like there's consequences to your actions. Like you have the tools to behave appropriately. You do. Yeah. I want to be calm, even to the point of like, okay, I'm going to hear you out. But certain things, I'm not hearing you out on. I said so. And sometimes it's just like, yeah, I want you to be emotionally tuned. I want you to be emotionally aware. I don't want you to be in fear of your parents. So it's not like an authoritarian type style. No, but it's like, okay, I'm going to talk to you in a rational manner. Like, even with Harper, like she's, I don't know, 6, 7. She'll be 7 this year.
Yeah.
So it's just like, even with her, sometimes it's just like, I'm not talking to you right now. Like, yeah, you're emotional. I don't want to talk until you can talk to me. in a calm manner, oh, then I can have a conversation with you. But until then, I don't want to talk to you.
Yeah, because I don't understand what you're saying when you're crying and I don't understand.
I don't got
I don't
time
understand
for that. Calm
and
down.
I can't help you if I don't understand what you're saying.
Yeah, so it's like, okay, now that you calm down, now I can tell you what it is. You can be upset. And Harper's like very vocal. She was like, especially now, she was like, I'm frustrated or I was angry. And it's like, okay, but your response to anger cannot be this. And I feel like a lot of times when it comes to children, because it's so much gentle parenting, that it be those kids that's be running them up. They have no structure, no self-awareness. It's not like they don't understand what their emotions are. And I'm like, no, you're parenting wrong. I don't care. You're parenting wrong.
Because that doesn't set them up for success in the real world. Like, sure, you can rip and run through this house, and I think parents like that are always surprised. Like,
when a kid when they go, like, oh, you would never.
Yeah. And it's like, how are you surprised that your child is getting in trouble in school when at home he or she is running them up? Like, why are you shocked that at school they're getting in trouble? You know what I mean? Now, the kids that are angels at home and they're terrorists at school, or vice versa, then that's more interesting to me. But kids that have no discipline or structure at home and then they go to school and the parents think that they're supposed to just listen to the teacher, they don't even listen to you.
Exactly.
So what?
If little Johnny is slapping you across your face at home, what you doing elsewhere? Like, it's the same premise. It's like, and even like when kids have like, oh, they act one way in one environment and they act a different way, you know your kid.
Yeah.
You know your fucking kid. It's like, yeah, I know you're capable of that kind of shit. So you're the problem here. And it's kind of like, I feel like it just creates bad habits. And eventually you're just creating a shitty fucking person because you're not teaching your kids that they have consequences. You're not teaching them that you have to respect other people. You can't just terrorize someone because you feel like it. It's like, don't do that. I'm not pacifying that kind of behavior. No. And even like vice versa. If my kid was the bully, this might sound controversial, but you might deserve to get your ass whooped because stop doing that. Like, if I know about it, obviously I'm going to be like, absolutely not. You can't continue to behave like that. But I would be crazy to feel like if someone else decided, okay, today is the last day I'm taking your shit and I'm going to have to get in that ass, you earned it. You earned it. You cannot be a bully.
The consequences of your actions.
There are consequences to your actions. There are consequences. If you hit somebody, the expectation cannot be that somebody can't hit you back. If you felt like it was appropriate for you to hit them, you deserve what comes next. And then maybe you'll learn your lesson. Stop doing that. You cannot.
Either that or you're going to have to learn how to fight.
Because I'm very
you can't
much
just go around doing that.
Yeah, I'm very much like that with Harper. Like, they're in the first grade. So yes, they're going to be tit for tat. There's going to be things that happen. Oh, she's not my friend today. She my friend tomorrow. She said I can't talk to her and I can't sit with them at lunch. Okay, these are little like minuscule, like little kid things, especially little girls. So it's just like, okay, certain things when she comes home from school, I'm like, now you know.
Don't be playing victim.
Yeah, like, don't be playing victim. What did you do? Tell me the whole picture. Don't be telling me about what that girl did. What did you do in the situation? I need a full picture. Then sometimes I have to tell it, well, what you did was not nice. Their response was appropriate. That is a consequence of your actions. We got to bring back consequences and that kids know that, okay, there's consequences.
Yeah.
Sometimes you got to bring back the talk shit, get hit. It is what it is. And sometimes a little bit is like, you got to create some toughness. You got to toughen up. You got to get some tough skin. A lot of things that if it's just words, if it's not nothing like crazy, like now, if we start getting into like the racist things, because these kids be a little racist. Now we talking about a different thing. Now we're not just talking about words. But if it's just like, oh, you can't be my friend. I don't like you. I don't like, girl, something you gonna have to you got to toughen up just a little bit. Like, you can't be soft serve. But
I think also even just a little bit. Yeah, even to kind of like dig into that a little bit more, it's like, even if my child is not the bully or getting bullied, also don't just stand by and let somebody else get bullied. Yeah, like if there's like a group of little girls and one's like, Celine, we shouldn't let Isabel play with us because she's wearing green today. My child better not be like, oh yeah, Isabel, you can't play with us because you're wearing green. It's like,
yeah, girl, you can't sit with us.
Yeah,
mentality.
like,
No.
Now, if you don't want to sit next to Isabel because, you know, she eating something for lunch and you don't feel like smelling it, then Isabel, I'll see you tomorrow when you ain't got that funky ass lunch. When you got a peanut butter and jelly sandwich and some chicken nuggets or something like that, then I'll sit next to you. But I don't want to smell what you eating. So maybe I don't want to sit with you today. Not because of something like, oh, she's wearing green or da-da-da. Because I feel like a lot of that just, the cattiness is just like jealousy. Like you're mad that your mom didn't let you pick out your outfit and you had to wear what your mama said you had to wear. That's what it gives. Like
some
little
of that,
stupid catty things like that.
Yeah. And some of it is just like, I think in elementary school, especially situations like that, is kind of your kid's first introduction to groupthink. And you gotta be able to catch that and nip that in the bud. Like we don't subscribe to groupthink. Just because somebody said we should do this, no, we got to use our own brain and be like, nah, I'm not rolling with that.
Yeah. And just because someone's not friends with one person doesn't mean you can't be friends with them. Did they do something to you? No. Okay. You can go be their friend.
We're not inheriting beefs.
Yeah, no.
We just not doing that. And I think that some of that is really, I feel like it all kind of boils down to the parenting and what you instill in them at home. And it does get to a point, especially as your kids get older in elementary school and they're introduced to a whole different host of kids, that you have to be very like hyper aware of what's going on, what's being said. Like I pay attention to new phrases that she be saying. I'm like, where the hell did you hear that from?
Like, what's the phrase that they're saying?
Like, I don't know. She just be saying like her new thing is like when she's spelling something or doing her homework, she's like, too easy. And that's how she do it.
Okay, sister.
Too easy.
Okay.
Well,
okay. I like that one.
Me too. But it's just like I pay attention to those. I'm like, you ain't never said that before. Some things she picks up because I say it. So I'm like, okay, I got that. But some other things, I'm like, no, you picked that up from somewhere. Somebody must have said that at school. You got that. So it's just like, I just keep those in my mental Rolodex. So when I notice that things are different and they're changing, it's like, okay, now I really gotta not even like ask questions at the back end. It's like, okay, I need to start paying attention as you get older. I need to know who your friends are. Like when y'all start making like friends, and it's not just like we only friends in school. I need to know who your friends are. I pay attention to her classmates' names. When she started mentioning new names, I'm like, who is that?
Right. Where that character come in at? Right.
I'm like, I never heard that name before. And I asked questions like, did you meet that person at the playroom at the gym? Where did you meet them? And she's like, oh yeah, no, I met them there. I'm like, okay, cool. So I know when I hear this name, this means it happened in this environment. If I hear these other names, this happened in class. Yeah. So then it's just like, I know where to go. If I feel like something is off, I know, okay, I need to talk to your teacher, or I need to talk to these people over here. You just have to be aware of what's going on with your kids, and also accept the fact that your kids are not perfect angels with you. They're not perfect angels outside of you. And sometimes you have to be, you can't be like, my kid would never.
It's like, yeah, your kid probably did.
Your kid probably did. You got to kind of be open to knowing like, okay, maybe everybody can't be telling the same story and it's a lie. Somebody like, there's truth in here somewhere, and we got to handle that. So I think it's like, I make jokes. You never want to have to go and slap nobody mama. But sometimes like if I talk to the mama and the mama's just like, okay, so what? Then you be like, oh, you got that from your mama. I may not, I'm going to have to get that ass. Don't you worry. Me and your mama is smoke. Stop fucking with my kid. And as long as you stop fucking with my kid, straight. We ain't got no problem. But I do believe that sometimes even though you're an adult, I wouldn't address somebody's child because that's crazy. Yeah, I would not address nobody's child. There was a video of a guy who hit another kid, like somebody's kid. That's crazy. That's crazy. Like now you taking it too far. But even in that video, he approached appropriately, like, yo, like what's going on? Like you stop fucking with my kid. Stop fucking with my kid. And the bully was just like, basically, fuck you.
Now, how old were these kids? I don't think I've seen this video.
They were school kids.
Jesus.
So it's just like, and there are other adults standing there. So I'm just like, you let that kid be disrespectful to an adult when all y'all just got to do is stop. Like, leave them alone. Yeah. What you get, I don't know, maybe I've never been a bully. So it's like, what you get out of terrorizing other people? Like I never understood it.
I feel like I've never been a bully, and I've never gotten bullied, but I have experienced a lot of passive aggressive behavior that I think a more soft person would consider bullying, but I didn't consider it bullying because it's like, you're not affecting me on that type of level. Like, I'm not letting you take me there. And that was mainly in like middle school, high school. But when you're in an environment when you're like one of this many Black girls specifically, the white girls and the white boys will always do passive aggressive things, say things, do things, all types of stuff that I think could be considered bullying if I look back at it now. But at that time, I was just kind of like, y'all just mad because you're not me. Y'all just mad because y'all come to school wearing these raggedy ass outfits. Like, I've always been this way. I'm going to school dressed every day. I'll never forget my first day of elementary school here in Maryland. We was coming from New York, obviously. So we were shopping at Cookies. We were shopping at all the places. I had the full 2-piece. I'll never forget. It was a pink, orange, and like yellow floral 2-piece set, and it had like a collar on it, and it had no sleeves. It was like kind of like a vest, and then you tie the vest in the front, and then the pants was capris, slits on the side, and I had some white sneakers on, and had my little colorful bobos, all things. It was so cute. I show up at school. It's your first day fit. You think everybody about to put that shit on? It's the first day of school. Yeah, these kids is wearing goddamn basketball shorts, and I said I knew I was overdressed, but I didn't care. And you already know them kids, some of the people of color, I would say some of those kids were hating on me, but it's like, okay, this is how I dress. Why do you talk like that? I've never even had an accent, but like, obviously I didn't sound like I was from Maryland at that time per se. I don't even think now I have like an actual accent. I think I'm all jumbled up. But yeah, different microaggressions like that, I guess, was bullying. But that didn't stop me from being the baddest bitch in 4th grade. I didn't care. And I came the next day with another outfit on. Yeah.
Hello.
White pants, cute top, chic, yeah. Hair done.
Yeah. Many have tried.
You ain't gonna take my confidence, ho.
Many have tried. And I think just how we were raised, it was like, you not about to fuck with us. I don't start nothing, but I damn sure don't finish it. And like, especially because I was small. So I was smaller than a lot of people. And it was just like, okay, fine. I think the first time that I really, and it felt like elementary school, I knew the same fucking people since kindergarten. So it's just like,
now I know your mama and your daddy
I
and
know
your
your
granny.
mama. My mama knows your mama. My grandma know your mother. Like, we know each other.
Why are you playing with me?
We can't play like that. So in elementary school, it wasn't really like a big issue. It was just like more like girl shit. But other than that, it wasn't no problems. Now, when I got to middle school,
oh yeah, that's the
is when the shit really got.
Yes,
middle school is really when the shit got shaken, and I had to adopt the mind frame. Like, okay, listen, you want to talk shit, me? Like, if I don't talk
shit back, yeah.
Like that talk shit get hit mentality was like ingrained in me. It was like either you want to talk shit, I'm gonna do the hitting, or if I'm talking shit and you press me, then it's just gonna be what it's gonna be. I can take it. I'm not gonna lie. This shit, I have to be able to fucking take it.
For sure.
Like, you can try, but it's not gonna work. It's not gonna happen.
And I also think for me, it was kind of like you just trying to take my confidence. I know you are, because you're a hater. But also on top of that, if I go home and explain this story to my family, 2 things is gonna happen. Either they're gonna beat my ass for not beating your ass, or they're gonna come up to this school, and nobody wants that. All of them. My mama, my daddy, my aunties. We don't want that. We don't want that. So either I'm going to handle this on my own and put you back over there where you need to be so you can leave me alone. Because, it ain't going to be pretty. It's going to be a sticky situation.
You got to handle yours. And sometimes it's just like, all it takes is that one good time for you to check somebody and they realize, like, oh, I can't fuck with her. So, yeah. And I think that that's what a lot of it is because with these kids, nobody is checking them. They just feel like, oh, I could just run rampant and do whatever it is that I want.
Yeah, no. We need to bring back roasting.
Yeah.
You want to cut ass? Let's cut ass.
Like,
what?
We got to bring back
something.
We got to bring back a little bit of brawling. Like, just
a little bit.
What's
just a little bit.
Do we really have a problem? Do you want to have a problem? If the answer is no, and you're really not about that, then just chill. Just chill.
Sometimes they really don't even be nothing.
Not like each other, and that's cool. We straight. I don't need you to like me. But oftentimes, as we've all pretty much have seen, the people that be the bullies be the people that be going through the most shit. However, that does not give you a pass.
It does not.
It don't give you a pass. somebody need to go sit you on somebody's couch and y'all work that out and figure it out, but you can't take that shit out on other people because there are true consequences to your actions. And I just feel like
no, good.
I just feel like as adults, we gotta kind of really drive that home, especially now because kids are different. I always say like these kids are different. They are just so emotional. They are so sensitive. You look at them and they in tears. And I'm just like, what's happening here? We gotta toughen up a little bit, but you gotta kind of instill like, okay, no, certain areas we can't be soft. Like we're gonna have to toughen up. In certain areas, there are consequences to your actions. Real loud, have consequences at home.
Now I will say,
stop snapping you.
Yeah,
give little Johnny some consequence, and I bet you he's gonna fucking stop.
For sure. Now, when it comes to the physical stuff, that's different. But if it's like verbal little microaggression things, like for example, the example I gave about my childhood, like the way I dress, how I presented, blah, blah, blah. I know my child's going to be the same way or worse. She's 2. She picks out her outfits every day. You try to pick out her outfit down to the bows in her hair. She's not having it. So I can only imagine when she gets like Harper's age and elementary school age, how she's going to be and how she's going to present. The girl, she is who she is. Now, with that being said, we do live in an area where a lot of the people here aren't really into that. Like they're not really into the latest fashions and how you look and da 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 da. So I do think, just like me, she might have a similar issue at school. If that does arise, right? I think I would approach that differently and want to know like, okay, what that kid got going on at home? You want to wear this type of fly stuff, but you don't have the access to it? Or is your parent just not paying you that much attention? Because, hey, there are some parents who I can only give you the bare minimum because I have to work and do this and do that, da da da. I would want to know that. Like, let's call little Susie over. You call her mama too. Like, what, y'all good over there? Susie, you need some stuff? Because I do feel like by the time I get to that point, I will have access to go to Target and say, hey, here's 3 new outfits for your daughter.
You know, like, I feel like a parent be like, why the fuck is she giving this shit to me?
No, obviously I would ask the parent first. Like that would be a conversation of like, hey, you know, she acted this way towards my daughter, but come to find out she actually likes it. Would you be okay if I just gave her some of this? Because I think, especially with girls, like think about it this way, right? Perfect video. I saw a video on TikTok and a girl was like, a lot of times when Black girls are looking at you a certain type of way, it's not even because they're hating on you. They like something that you got going on, but they don't know how to vocalize that, right? And I feel like, think about how many times you've been in a room with other women and they're just looking at you like, you like what you see, but you don't know how to say that. And I feel like little kids, they may react in a bullying manner if they're feeling that sense of like envy. You know what I mean? And that can easily be corrected. Just how now that we're adults, if I'm in a room with a woman, I was about to say female, but if I'm in a room with women and they're giving me some type of energy, I'm going to go out of my way to let you know that I'm not coming with no smoke. Now, if there's smoke after that, then that's on you. But I think sometimes as women, we have to present the open door. If they want to walk through, they can. And if they don't, they won't. So I think that's my theory on that.
Okay. I can see that. First I was about to be like, now what? But that is very mature. I should grow up.
Yeah. But that's also very situational. That's very situational.
Thing like as adults, like grown women, we're very much like, you should be a girl's girl. That's kind of teaching those things from young.
Yeah.
We don't ever have to be jealous of what another girl got going. Like,
but a lot of times, especially with young, but a lot of times that's what happens with young girls, whether it's elementary, mainly middle school. Like if a middle school girl is getting attention from somebody and the other girl actually likes the boy, like anything. So like, I think kids can work that out amongst themselves, but I think that also starts at home, being a good example of like what a girl's girl should be, you know, as a mother, because there are some women who don't believe in having female friends and they don't hang out with girls. So how do you expect to raise a daughter who, you know, I digress.
True. And I think that like now that you say that, like certain things are just like clicking and becoming more evident. Like obviously your kids watch everything that you do.
Yeah.
And they model their behavior after you. Like I went out with my coworkers last week or 2 weeks ago, whatever. And Harper was like, oh, where you going? I'm like, oh, I'm going out with my friends. She's like, oh, you going out with Sierra? I was like, no. She's like, oh, you going out with Michelle? Like she starts rattling down the list. And I'm like,
all the girls.
She's like, well, who's you going with? Like, I don't like, who is these people?
Right.
That kind of just shows that she's paying attention to the way that I interact with my friends. So it's like, yeah, you gotta have to pay close attention and do interact the same way. We don't ever have to be jealous of another girl. No, we don't ever have to do that. Everybody could be friends. Everybody can be friends and be different. And if there's something that you can do that they're interested in, just reach out to them. Be nice.
Yeah.
You can always extend the olive branch first, and then if it don't work out from there, then cool. You could just leave that there. But
it's all situational though. Like if you come into me with some smoke, like there's levels of smoke. If it's just like a look, like like you know what I mean, and you're acting standoffish, I ain't scared. I'll dip my toe and see what's really shaking. But if you come in full like stush, like no, that's something different. It's all situational. You got to read the room.
Yeah,
read the room.
I had to read that. But it was so funny. I feel like that happened to me late. Like shit like that happened to me in college, like freshman and sophomore.
That happens to me all the time.
Like that's when it was just really just like y'all are pressing me, and not in a place of like you really want to low key be my friend though.
Yes, it's always they want to be your friend. Always,
those bitches hated me, but it was fine. But they hated me from a place of like I felt like lack because, like you said, the way that I present right now is pretty much the exact same thing. I would do my makeup to go to school. I'm wearing whatever fucking outfit I want to. And even I don't care. If I wanted to wear heels that day, bitch, I'm wearing them. There's nothing that you can do. Say you can't stop me.
I don't care.
I'm strutting my shit across this whole fucking school.
Absolutely.
And
I was just talking to Yana about that the other day. She was like, no, see, when I first met you, you would come to campus dressed, shoes, every day. I've been this way since childhood. Every day I'm getting dressed.
Yeah, so it was kind of just like, y'all seriously can't be mad about what the fuck I have on. Like, what does this matter to you? So it was just like one of those things, like they would constantly say shit, wait till I walk in a room or walk past, and now y'all bitches want to be starting shit. And for a very, 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 very brief moment, I felt like that shit was getting to me. And then I thought about it and I was like, you damn sure not about to let these weak ass bitches.
Because you couldn't step.
That's
on your birthday.
That was one of those
step to a bitch like me.
My alter ego had to look myself in the mirror like an Issa Rae moment. Like, I know you're not about to let these bum ass bitches stop you from doing what you want to do, huh? Where we do that?
No.
And I showed it to my school, and I was like, actually, I'm wholeheartedly gonna put that shit on today, and I'm gonna keep fucking.
What I like. This was gonna make me feel good.
I'm gonna keep walking and doing me with my head held high, and it will be shit you bitches could say. It's nothing that y'all could do. Now, if you want to come over here and get on the winning team, then you can. But now y'all want to sit there and be jealous and talk shit, like y'all are so fucking immature. Grow the hell up. And then from that moment, I paid them hoes dust. Like, talk about act like a hoe don't exist. I said,
I think majority of that for me happened in high school. Not even just at my school, but like just in the surrounding school district. Because you know, when you grow up in a small town, everybody know everybody, especially in the Black community. So even if you don't go to school together, you know other people that go to the other schools. And I think because of how I presented, people when we got older have told me like, yeah, you just always came around with just had so much attention and this and that. Everybody wanted to talk to you. Everybody wanted to be your friend. I'm like, okay, so you didn't like me because other people liked me, or because of what I was dressed like, or because I was on social media. Like, literally, when I say MySpace page, there was girls who hated me because my MySpace was so cool. Like, why didn't you just ask me? I could code for you. Like, literally, these are conversations that I've had with people in my adult or like late teen, early 20 years. It's like, what? We could have been cool. Like, I'm not even stush. Like, I may present like
he wasn't a hater.
We could have been friends. And it's just so, or even like, oh, well, I like this one boy, but he would always be talking about you. That was just my friend. I didn't even like that man. Like, you could ask me. Like, you know what I'm saying? So stuff like that, I feel like those are things that I have to prepare when my child gets of that age, prepare her for, because she just like me with a mixture of you, because that cancer in her, Lord Jesus.
Listen, even like as Harper gets older, I'm like, no, we're gonna have to really, really, really wholeheartedly instill you never start shit first. Never.
Yes. Yeah.
Like, we have to really instill like confidence and self-esteem early, because I think kids are maturing at a faster rate. Not necessarily like mentally mature, but they're living life a lot faster. They're growing up. I feel like they're growing up a lot faster. I don't know what's happening. Some of these, I'm like, that kid cannot be in. That kid is in the 6th grade.
And
that
they do be.
That kid look like they're in high school. The girls, the boys, everything. These kids are huge. I don't know
They
what's
do
going
be.
on. So it's like you kind of. I want to make sure that I instill those things early because I don't want you to be that person. I don't want you to go to middle school or go to high school and you just a jealous, envious girl because you don't have any self-confidence or you don't have any self-esteem. So when you see someone else that does have it, your initial thought is to try to tear it down. And I just don't like that. And I'll be damned if that's how my kid turns out. And
Yeah, because nobody wants.
girl,
Yeah,
we don't do that.
no, we don't.
Do not do that. This is how we operate. I always say like Celine has like the most confidence. Like she is so hilarious. She's like, I look beautiful. You do, girl. She
like,
yes, you do. You do.
I so beautiful. I so beautiful.
Them 2-year-olds.
Literally every morning after I get her dressed, do her hair, she go to the mirror. She be like, "Good job, mommy. Good job."
No, like it's just like I love it. Like even when I do Harper's hair, like I recently braided her. I braided her hair last week, and I will say I haven't talked to you this week, but when she get home from school, I'm gonna show you her braids.
Yes, show me.
I did my big one. Like they're like half in the side, like kind of like a little bang, but there's some braided up into a ponytail, and then the back is braided. I did a couple different.
This is advanced.
Did my shit on this one. Okay. But and they stay super neat and tight and not frizzy. But I love like when she gets her hair done, the immediate she's like, "Oh, are you done?" I'm like, "Yeah." The first thing she do is she run in the bathroom and she stands in the mirror for like 5 minutes. Be like, "Oh, this is cute." Then she go and show Kyla like, "Dad, do you like my hair?" And I'll just be like, "Yeah." It's like I love that. Like it just feel like kids have such like natural, like I feel like a lot of things just come naturally, and it's just you just have to continue to drill it in them. Like, yes, you are beautiful. Girl, go look yourself in the mirror. Yes, you do look so cute. Love it.
And I think the difficulty of that, especially with daughters, is that I do want to have a child that's confident but not conceited. You know what I mean?
There's a very thin line.
It's a very thin line. Yes, you are beautiful, but if somebody doesn't look like you, don't be going around saying they ugly. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, like we don't do that. Like everybody is beautiful in their own way.
Exactly. And if you don't think so, you don't have to say it.
Right. We don't treat people differently based on what they look like. Like, do not do that. Don't be that.
Yeah. Don't be that. Like, oh, she can't be my friend because she's not whatever. Like, no, we're not doing that.
No, we don't. Yeah. We don't.
And then even with puberty, like I think even for me, when I went through puberty early, like I say it all the time, like I've had boobs since elementary school. Okay. So by the time I got to middle school, I had the biggest boobs in the school. It was just there. And I was this big, like literally like a letter P, skinny as heck.
Looking like Wendy.
Yes.
Yeah. I feel like those are the things that by middle school, did I have boobs in middle school? I think I did. Like little mosquito bites, nothing crazy.
Oh no, I had them.
Maybe I had like a little B cup. And then it was like, like by the time I was like 9th grade, 14.
Oh yeah.
There was boobs. And with that comes a different level of attention. There's a whole lot of other things you got to deal with. That's just a whole different conversation.
Because in middle school, when the girls start wearing bras, the boys want to pop the bra straps. That was the thing back in our day.
Yeah, it was like very much a thing.
If for the girls who didn't have no chest, they didn't even wear a training bra, the boys didn't have nothing to pop. Now, granted, I didn't want no boy popping my bra strap. That was very annoying and it hurts. But other girls who might have wanted boobs, the next thing you know, they buying bras and stuff, and it's like,
yeah, it's like it's a confidence thing. It's just like we're not about to feel like we're lacking when we're not. So yeah, it just.
Oh God, pray for us, y'all. Pray for us. Because now I'm having PT. I'm going back to my middle school days, and I'm like, wow, middle school was
traumatic.
Time. Very rough.
Yeah,
and I can honestly say that I've done things to other people in middle school that now I'm like, you shouldn't have done that, but it was because they started with me first. I can say that.
Yeah.
I'll tell you one story offline.
I mean, I was wholeheartedly. I mean, I think I was very much the same way that I am now. Like, word to Cardi, you got beef with me? We got beef forever. Don't ever fucking talk to me. Like,
it's smoking. If you start with me, I'm going to finish it.
Anytime I fucking see you, I don't fuck with you. You know I don't fuck with you. Don't talk to me. Don't have my name in your mouth. Nothing. We could just not like each other and be completely cool.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
But
you
yeah.
start with me, I'm going to start with you.
Yes, but to wrap up the whole thing, I don't think it's anything wrong with parents standing up for their children.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that there's an appropriate way to do it. Just don't put your hands on another kid. I feel like I'm of the mindset, like, yeah, the schools really don't do anything, but I feel like you should take it to the school. Just let's just document it. I want to document it that I brought this issue up. Either I'm going to go to the school and we're going to have a meeting, take notes of this meeting, or I'm going to send you an email. And after that meeting, I'm going to send you an email to follow up what we discussed. Because I want it written on paper. I brought this to y'all attention. So now if it continues to happen, I don't want to hear no, oh, well, we didn't know. And I don't want to hear that. Because when I pull up, I'm going to need a meeting with that kid's mama. Bring them on here right now.
Me, the mama, both kids, daddy, the guidance counselor. Well, no, we might have to leave the dads at home for the first round.
Now, you know Colin, he ain't going to stay home. He's going to be at the school before I do. He will leave me in the parking lot and be right in that fucking office. So it's like, okay, well, come on. But I also think, like, when you have both parents and y'all are united, hello, what's the problem? Then people start acting a little different.
Like, she got a mama and a daddy. Oh wait, hold on.
Got a mama and a daddy. Yeah, get your mama and your daddy.
Yeah,
bring them all on. And then
that's funny.
Don't have no problems. Just address the situation. Let's try to be adults before we set the kids up to start fighting.
Because we can get it shaking in the backyard, but
hello,
we don't want to do that. Your daddy against my daddy, your mama against your mama.
Baby, don't even show up to that fight because you lost.
Oh God,
lost. Real bad. Real bad. Don't even show up. Don't show up because we ain't them parents.
That's funny. I'm not.
But yes, I do not want to raise a little fucking bully. And no. I never want it to be like, because it is very sad when you hear it on news. Like, that shit makes me want to cry. I'm just like, not a 10-year-old, not a 9-year-old. Yeah. These are avoidable things. Some things are natural. Kids are going to trust it and try it, but we got to step in as the parents that are responsible for raising them and be like, look, certain actions, we can't do that. We will not behave that way. We can't. Absolutely not.
Okay, last thing, because I just had a thought about like online bullying. I remember like back in middle school, like when everybody had MySpace and all that stuff, and like you go to school and there might be beef between two people at school, and then you get on AIM, you get on MySpace, and they still beefing. So then the next day at school, it's like, oh, did you see what such and such said on such and such wall? That was so messy.
But I feel like that's like all talk.
Yeah, it's just all talk.
It's just kind of like all talk. Like, you ain't finna say shit at school.
You know, at school.
Just away.
The first Twitter fingers, the internet, the keyboard warriors. That was so fun. Oh my gosh. And back in my day, I told you, I used to love beefing with people on the internet. I used to beef with people on the internet that I still ain't never seen in real life. They don't even live, they could be in California, different time zone. I would love beef with people. Not in my adult years, but when I was a kid,
menacing when the internet was fun and like Twitter just came out when you had a very limited amount of characters. Yeah, I'm about to get
you got to figure out how you gonna get your shit off in these little bit amount of words. Yes. Like, yeah, only the real witty, quick thinking bitches could do that.
Bring back your mama jokes. Bring back Jonin on people.
Yes, Jonin. Yeah, cutting ass, roasting, whatever they called it in your region.
Watch. People gonna be like, we rambling, but that shit made you tough.
I'm sorry. Yes.
That shit made you tough.
That was a lot.
And you had to go get your best fucking jokes to come back the next day.
And we ain't had ChatGPT and Google to ask us, what should I say? No. From the top brain. Of the dome. Yeah. So with that being said.
This is from the streets. This is
I know. You know, I love me some Puerto Rican.
All right, y'all. We got to wrap this up. We got to.
All right. Bye, y'all.
Bye.